Okay, so mindfulness for mental health, because May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And so I'd like to take a moment to talk about how and why mindfulness can actually be supportive for mental health. Because sometimes in the past, mindfulness has gotten a bad rap. It wasn't really taught in an anti-oppressive or trauma-informed way, which is why I became a certified teacher in it, because I am someone who has experienced trauma, and I am someone who experiences mental health challenge and illness. And so the way that I like to teach mindfulness is kind of like a dial. You can tune in and turn back certain parts of it depending on what your needs are for the day, because our needs are different every single day, and we all have various causes and conditions, some of which we can work with and some of which is far out of our control. Mindfulness can come in and help be that supportive system to ourselves for our own nervous system. It is not about excusing, it is not about bypassing, it is not about ignoring, it is not about setting up the exact right meditation pose or even going to a place. You can do this practice anywhere. You can do it at work, you can do it in your car, you can do it with your morning coffee, you can do it at bed. When you learn the skills with somebody who can coach you the right ways to help you learn how you need to do it and how you can apply the dial for yourself, then you have it to be with you at any point in your day when you need it. Because sometimes our therapist is not accessible, or therapy itself is not accessible. So this is actually a very radical way for you to have you, more of you, at the end of the day for what you need in your life. And when I coach, I do it bit by bit. We don't jump all the way into the deep end at the first. We do skill building. We do shorter sessions. We talk about all of the variations and changes that you can make that are going to support your practice, because at the end of the day, this is about you and your nervous system. When we take the time to reflect and be with ourselves, be our own best friend a little bit in every day, 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, 20 minutes, it doesn't take much to build a consistent mindfulness practice. That means that we are with ourselves and unburdening ourselves, clearing the cache, if you will, of everything else that everybody has in the day. Society's demands, all of the hyperstimulation, the hypervigilance, that survival mode. We can't actually self-care 24/7, and sometimes it's hard to break that and actually rest. If we're having trouble sleeping, if we're having trouble accessing our joy and our pleasure, mindfulness can come in and be like, you know what? I think I actually need some of that in my life. Or, you know what? Maybe I actually need some harder boundaries, and I want to learn how to not feel guilty about those boundaries because my body is fucking tired and I'm burned out. Like, we're living here. That is the beauty of mindfulness for mental health. It is all about you and your communication system with your body for your wellness and for the people around you that you care about the most. Mindfulness meditation is the eggs in the batter of the self-care toolkit. It's what makes everything else stick together. It is not the end-all be-all. It is not going to solve oppression. It is not going to cure our illnesses. It is, however, going to free our energy up so that we have more of ourselves. Yes, it can help with our breathing. Yes, it can help with our anxiety. Yes, it can help with our depression, our intrusive thoughts. It gives us the agency to have more connection, more embodied connection with ourselves, to choose nurturing and compassion and empathy for ourselves and be less at default to the reactionary parts and the parts that push us away and steal our energy from ourselves. Let's connect. I care about your mental health. This practice helped me care about my mental health, and I'd love to share it with you. Take care out there.